Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, and Extension, a simply ball dropping podcast with my main man, K-Sap. Guess what, y'all? She's back practicing with the team, Maddy, McDaniels. But more after these messages.
Yeah, they're my own.
You
say it's different, but they're my own. You getting money, then the broke
Yo, she's back at practice. We already know how Don Staley keeps a tight ship. She don't play no games when it comes down to the Gamecocks. She has to make sure that everything goes properly, and it's like a well-oiled machine. So nobody, no matter who it is, what it is, or the way it is, she's going to make sure that order is going to be in place. And who else better to have a person to be in charge of that type of thing that South Carolina has in the coach of Don Staley? Yes, she's nothing but a winner. I believe everything that she has done and will do when it comes to her players and protecting her players, also putting her players in the right perspective, checking her players and putting them in a place in a way that she can do it in any way to win. So no one does it better right now than Don Staley on the record of recent wins. And Don Staley actually has caused a lot of jealousy throughout the highways and byways, through all different groups, people, and colleges. The way that she has an onslaught of people that come, the five-star players that comes to her, and the transferees that comes to her coaching ability, she is the cream of the crop, and she only will make you the cream of the crop coming through her program. Of course, we ain't gonna forget who A'ja Wilson is. We ain't gonna forget all of the Gamecocks that's right now currently playing in the W. It would be Don Staley's girls that is on the top of the platform, which is, no other than the GOAT, A'ja Wilson. Yeah, but listen, Don Staley has a lot of confidence in Maddy. To let Maddy come back to the practice and practice with the Gamecocks, letting her team build with each other in continuity, and also getting herself ready for the season, for the rest of the season with 10 players. She much needed Maddy to come back, get her head together, and come right and lock back on in with the other girls. It says, regarding Maddy McDaniels' return declining to specify details about the situation surrounding the guard's suspension, but confirming she has been reinstated to the team. McDaniels was reinstated from an indefinite suspension on Thursday, November the 20th, 2025. After missing 3 games, Don Staley comments on the reason for suspension. Staley has consistently declined to share why McDaniels was suspended, choosing to keep the details in-house. On her return timeline, when initially asked about McDaniels' potential return during the suspension, Staley stated that timeline was on her and that they would evaluate it day by day. On her current status, a USC spokesperson confirmed that McDaniel's suspension was lifted and there are no other restrictions for her to practice and play going forward. It says the background: McDaniel sustained a knee injury. This had happened. She sustained a knee injury in the season opener against Grand Canyon on November the 3rd, 2025. She missed 1 game due to the injury before the suspension was announced on November the 11th, just an hour before the game against Clemson, which McDaniels returned. With McDaniels' return, the Gamecocks are back to having 10 healthy players available on their roster. The team teased her return with a social media post, competition 10 on 10, indicating all available players were present. The Gamecocks' next game is scheduled for Saturday at home against Queens. So Maddy is coming back, which Serv'n, of course, Serv'n gets that help from her. She's just as crafty. She's very, very fast. She's swift with the ball. She can play make. She does a lot of, you know what I mean, uwap the wally too. She know how to do those magic passes and, you know what I mean, twing around, spin move and go, you know what I'm saying, jab, step and go to the rim. Maddy McDaniels is also gifted with the basketball, and she's a good point guard. And guess what? She's following suit of what Dawn Staley wants her to do on the court. Yes, to see Maddy McDaniels come back, we see a lot of playmaking and then a little bit more excitement when the youngin come, because of course she's a sophomore this year. So listen, I can't wait for her to get into, you know what I mean, her role and her style of play to also make the team, that's right, feel more comfortable and getting together and going into the end of the season so that they can be ready in March. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about Maddy coming back, and what do you feel that should happen to players, you know what I mean, during the season when things kind of get kind of wacky? Should they be suspended for a while, or should they, you know, be given counseling during the time? What do you think? Leave it in my comments, because guess what? I'm interested to know. But as always, keep the main thing the main thing. Keep it nice, not nasty. And guess what? Please subscribe, like, and share the channel. Turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. And guess what, man? I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, them my own.
We are.
You say it, but them my own.